Good evening and welcome to this Media Link News Bulletin. My name is Mwaseko Joshua. Now, wise man once said that an investment in knowledge pays off the best interests. Words of Benjamin Franklin. But first, let's get into the headlines. UCU'S 23rd graduation, Part 2. Nomination and vetting process carried out. Filming for my background successfully done. Graduation is the crowning moment of every student's life at the university. Part 2 of Uganda Christian University's 23rd graduation ceremony was held. Charles Epiet has more on this story.
With the recently concluded Part 2 of Uganda Christian University's 23rd graduation, it was widespread joy as graduates became graduates, fully armed, equipped with a complete education for a complete person, as the slogan of the great university states. This is the bunch of graduates whose future was at stake with the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, which led to closure of learning institutions, businesses, and among others. This also greatly affected the economy in terms of guardians providing basic needs.
It has been tough, but children is an investment. So it's better invest in the children such that you don't, when you go, you don't have a bad name that you leave behind. It's the children who carry your legacy. So it has been tough, but we put everything to God's hands, and God managed to make us go through that difficult time and continued paying them. I remember they could study at home. The issue of internet, which we didn't know about, we had to learn about internet. We had to bring internet in the house for children to study. And most of them, they spent almost 1 year studying on internet. But I thank God, she has managed to complete, and those all, I give it to God.
Statistics from the DVC Academics Office indicate that out of 1,570 graduates, 800 of them were female, and this is not far much different from the previous July graduation, where the ladies were also more than the males.
I am so grateful that God has given us an opportunity to have graduations which are not virtual, and I'm so grateful. This is the second one. Actually, all the graduations where I have officiated at, the girls or the females are outnumbering the males, even in performance, which is something we should thank God for. But we definitely need to give attention to the boys, because who is going to marry these girls, these ladies? If the boys are left behind, we are creating and promoting domestic violence. Actually, now the women are extremely empowered, that they don't see the need of men in politics, in business. It's good, but now let us eradicate the imbalance.
Does this mean that the concentration has been fully turned to the girls, neglecting the boys?
This may be the time maybe for us to, as a country, to review our policy on gender relations so that we equally give boys more attention. Because if we don't, we'll end up with highly emancipated women and boys who are shy or feeling disempowered, and that will affect the family unit in our country. And we see this happening in many countries of the world where women have been given more attention. You end up with highly educated women, more empowered women, and the men a bit withdrawn. So we need to create a balance between our men and women so they can together build this country.
Dr. Emily Comfort Marakto, a renowned gender expert, says if both boys and girls given the same opportunity in the same space and environment, they are bound to excel. Charles Samuel Epiat reporting for Media Link News.
Thank you, Charles. Now, the election process is in full gear. Nomination and vetting of the candidates was successfully carried out last week. Marvin Twinawe has more on this story.
The election season at Uganda Christian University seems to be in its interesting stages, with campaigns declared open on Wednesday last week. Various candidates are in a sort of "if not me, then who?" a question that can only be answered by the electorate. WhatsApp groups are full of compelling campaign flyers. Walls and notebooks are littered with campaign posters. Earlier last week, the Electoral Commission released a list of successful candidates from a vetting process that was considered a success, according to the Commission's chairperson, Bob Twimsiwe.
The vetting process, it is done by the Electoral Commission. The MPs do the vetting. It was very successful today, and thanks to the candidates who turned up for the process. Yeah.
The greatest of races is between Timo Sedumba and Jeremy Dono in quest for the guild presidency after the faculty vetting process eliminated Aaron Tainduka and Mulungi, sending shockwaves in their camps. With campaigns taking center stage, it will be a matter of who has the strongest manifesto for the electorate to make their choices for the next leaders. Marvin Tunawe, reporting for Media Link News.
My background is a story of family, perseverance, broken marriage, and resilience. It is a story about real people. Charlotte Nalule was at the filming.
A group of students at Uganda Christian University have taken part in the production of the upcoming movie, My Background. The process kicked off in Chisowera, Mukono district, with a tour of the production sets. Brian Kabogoza, the director, revealed more on the production.
My background is actually a story that talks about a background of a family that is poor, struggling. Because for us, we are poor people. Mattia, I'm drinking my alcohol, there's Boniface.
And what stands out in this movie is that we have friends generally in life. And Mattia is my friend in the movie. And that's why shockingly, Mattia is supposed to be even richer than me, but I manage my finances well. I have invested things very well. But for him, I just make sure that I go to him and use his money to go and buy alcohol. I don't advise him as a friend to invest the way I invest. So that is also another moral lesson that you can pick from my
This guy has a garden, I think, on 4 acres. Digging. Hey, my Boniface.
The students taking part in the production talked about their experience on set and their expectations from the movie.
It's not an easy journey, I can guarantee you. It's not just about being excited and watching, but it's about sacrifice, it's about giving in your time, because there are moments where you'll have to walk long distances to capture some shots, but then it's a challenging experience, but yet again a rewarding one, because we're learning a lot from it, we're gaining a lot from it, and we really hope for the best, and we hope this movie is going to really go out into the world and send a message outside there.
I expect you guys to see something very lovely. Though you don't know where it came from and the hustle. But you guys will see something lovely. The outcome will be lovely. You will cry at some point, you will laugh some point. Yeah, you will love my background, trust me.
The movie highlights themes such as family, hard work, resilience, among others.
You're finally up.
Charlotte Nalule, reporting for Media Link News.
Now, on our poll question this week, what is your view on the students of semester being unable to nominate their MPs for the positions of MP residents and non-residents? Among the comments that have been able to come up, Griffin Erinaitwe, one would say it is unfair. I actually did earlier, was almost inboxing the Electoral Commission boss at UCU Communications, but then I thought we are off same. That means that we are neither residents or non-residents. Making these slots open for us to vote is a little weird. Look at it in a way. And that is all that we had for you today, but we shall have more as the semester progresses. Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages on Twitter and Instagram at UCU Focus TV, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more of the semester updates. Thank you. Mwesegwa Joshua. I'm out.